Okay, so for this part of our Canva for the Coach fun presentation, we're going to talk about some ways that you can shape a presentation and also ways that you can personalize different items within Canva. So sort of two different things here, but we're going to marry it all together into one. For starters, I want you to take a look at the text app here. If you're like me and you've ever had sort of commitment issues when it comes to choosing a font, Canva has really added in all sorts of different apps that will allow you to create awesome, dynamic, beautiful presentations and items for things like Canvas courses or handouts, all of the different things that we want to make look beautiful. And one of my favorites, and again, we're in the text app here. Oops, I accidentally clicked the brand space. What I'm going to search for is this Text Studio Maker. It's at the front for me because I just recently clicked on it, so you might have to search Text Studio Maker. And then Typecraft. I really love both of these, but there's so many here that you can use that you can basically make a font your own. Another great thing this is useful for is if you're creating a graphic for a t-shirt, this gives you so many more options than just basic fonts. So without further ado, we're going to click on the Text Maker Pro. We can choose, if you are from the 90s like I am, it's almost like, oops, that is a premium option. It's almost like word art from Microsoft back in the day. Oh, as a matter of fact, here's one that says word art. Funny. All right, so I'm going to click on this option. Nope. Let me not choose a premium. I'm going to go with the graffiti. I started it earlier with Go Chargers, but I'm going to choose Canva for the Coach. And I can also adjust the font for this as well. So let's do a nice little, yeah, that looks cool. So now I can add it to my design. And I have the really cool, sort of shiny, glittery, neat font that I can use for my presentation. So another thing that we can do is, let's say we've used a template and we don't really like the colors of the template. And when I click on this and I go in, I don't have time to find all of the colors I need. So what you can do is, in my case, I've pulled an image of this Fulshear Charger logo, and I want this entire presentation to be Fulshear Charger colors. So what I'll do is I'll paste it on the slide, right click the item, and down here at the bottom under this apply colors to page, I can choose that option, and now everything on the page is Fulshear Charger colors. Really, really cool. And then I can just delete that element. All right, so what else can we do that just saves time and energy? Well, number one is using the tools within Canva that we would normally use outside of Canva. And one of those is the quick and easy QR code generator right here within Canva. Now mine is open here. You might have to go to apps right here and search for QR code or QR, and that's going to bring up this QR code generator. And what I like about it is I can paste a link in here and it automatically generates a QR code onto my document. So I didn't have to go to a different website or anything to add that QR. It's just ready to go. There's lots of different options. I just stick with the regular good old-fashioned square QR code. I also have access to an embed tool, and I use this a lot for things like polls and anything that I am using another tool that I want to bring in but not have to click outside of my presentation. And there are some already preloaded embeds that you can connect your account to, but all you need to do really is paste the link to whatever you wanted to embed, and it will embed directly into your presentation so that you're not having to chase it around, find it, all of that good stuff. So I love that embed tool. Again, if you don't see it here, it might be hiding under this apps menu here. It's showing for me because I've recently used it, if that makes sense. Now, coaches, I know you are a fan of data. You have to be, but did you know you can make it a little bit prettier and easier on the eyes within Canva itself? That's hidden under this charts feature, and there's lots of different types of charts, scatter plots, all sorts of different things that you can do here. So for the sake of this learning piece here, I'm just going to choose this grouped bar here. It's going to give me a sample. And then what I can do is now I can begin to type directly into this chart on the left. And hopefully that changes it. Yep, there it goes. And it changes the data. So I'm not saying adjust all your Eduphoria data to these charts. However, if you need to show them something really quick that's easy to type in here, you can do that. You can also import it in through CSV file. So that might be a great way to show your data within a presentation that looks really appealing on the eyes. And it's just pretty handy and nice and makes things pretty efficient. So let's take a look at what that data might look like if I use a CSV file. So here I've got a blank sheet. I'm going to click on charts. I'm going to view all charts. Let's go with this groups. Click on the chart, and now I'm going to use this import data button. Now I already have saved off in the background a list of the schools and our score as far as our English 1 benchmark. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload that data. It's going to take a second. I did have to save it as a CSV file, so that's just in the drop down when you're saving in Excel. And now I have this beautiful chart with all different colors, and I can kind of see where we're at as far as our English 1 scores. We know that we have some work to do, and then I can hover over each of these, and it just gives us this really nice looking graph. Of course, I can adjust all of the colors too. So quick, efficient. All I did was pull from Eduphoria, delete the cells I didn't need, and now I have this great chart. All right, last but not least, I'm going to take you out of this shaping of presentations mode and show you how you can shape multiple things with, how do I say this, with different names on them really quickly. So this is an example. I've got a door sign here, a typical door sign you might see in a school. And maybe it's a certificate, maybe it's hall passes, anything that you need to personalize. Well, in the past, we've spent a lot of time typing names individually, but you don't have to do that. You can use a tool that's called Bulk Create, and it should be open for me. Again, you might have to go to the apps. I have it right here under Bulk Create. Now, off in the background here, I also have a CSV file where I just typed in the teacher name, the role, and the college attended. Now, again, this can be student names with certificates or anything that you want to create a bulk item with all of their names on it without having to type them in individually. So what you'll need to make sure that you do is you'll need to make sure that you save it as a CSV first. So File, Save As. You can type these into the chart, but that negates the whole point of being efficient here. So I'm going to go to this PC. You'll put it somewhere where it is safe. We're moving a little slow today, but that's okay. See how it is saved as an Excel workbook right now? I need to save it as a CSV file right here. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and put that somewhere where I can find it. I'm going to put it in my downloads because I know I don't need it forever, and save. So now I have this cool CSV file. Didn't take any time at all, but let's go ahead and bulk create these quote unquote door signs for our teachers. So click on the bulk create app here. And here's where you could enter the data manually, but we are too efficient for that. We're going to upload our data. I'm going to go and find that form that I just saved in my downloads right here. Double click. And here you'll notice it gives me the titles at the top of my spreadsheet. I had teacher name, role, and college attended. Now if I go over here to the document itself, click on the item, right click, you'll see this connect data button. So I'm going to click connect name to name, right click subject, connect to role, right click college, connect data to college attended. So all three of these are purple now, and I'm going to choose continue. It does allow me to check all, or if I only need to render a few, maybe I'm just making edits or whatever, I can control that there. But for the sake of this, I'm going to render all 10. So now I press create 10 designs and watch what happens. You'll notice that on your main Canva dashboard, you have the file with all of the names on it. Now, I'm realizing that maybe my font was a little bit large, so we're going to run through this one more time. I'm going to go back to my main template here. I love that it didn't change it, and I'm going to edit down these fonts just a little bit. So let's make them a little bit smaller so that everything fits. No big deal. I don't have to readjust everything on every single page. I'm just going to render it again and delete the file that I didn't like. So here we go. We're going to now start that process just one more time to get it perfect. Bolt create. Upload your data. Double click. And let's connect. Now it looks like it's already nice and connected, so we didn't even really need to do that. It automatically did that. That was unexpected, but hey, that's cool. Let's press continue, create our 10 designs, and you'll see the difference shortly. I'm going to click view design from here. It's nice it doesn't adjust my template, so if I have a certificate or a hall door sign that I want to use every single year, I have the option to do that. So I'm not sure what's going on here, but I suspect it wasn't my font at all. It was the size of my text box. So just a pro tip, make sure your text boxes are stretched so it doesn't overlap your text. I'm going to try that one more time on pause and then I'll show you the result. So here is the result. I've got name, I've got the teacher's subject and their college, and now we've got beautiful door signs that we did not have to type in individually. Now in the classroom you could coach your teachers to use this for folders, all sorts of different things. Maybe each student has their own hall pass that they would use daily with their name on it. I love this for personalizing products very, very quickly. So that is your Canva for the coaches, how to shape designs using really cool and easy features.